Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, a fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. As always, like, subscribe, follow, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, and as well as you can follow on social media, Instagram, TikTok, or X. Before we proceed, thank you to all those who have been following, whether it's through the YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, as well as Apple Podcasts and Spotify as well. I greatly do appreciate those who have been downloading, following. I'm very thankful for all the support as we continue to grow this podcast. Update in regards to Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to be doing the podcast or the live podcast for the FA Cup. I might just be pushing it to the women's League Cup, March 15th. I might do a test run with the men's squad, potentially. Just something has come up on Sunday in that regards. So yes, the follow along for the FA Cup against Chelsea may not be happening on Sunday, but I will keep you up to date in that regards. But yes, there is something going on that it may hinder me able to do the follow up, but I will still be watching the game. But the live one, I don't know if I will be able to do it, but one will be coming soon. But yes, I know originally I was supposed to aim for the Women's Cup because I was looking at this weekend, but this is the FA Cup this weekend. But the League Cup was going to happen no matter what. I'm going to still aim for that League Cup as well. So yes, Sunday, March 1st. Crystal Palace. I will aim for that. I'll do one next. I'll do that for Crystal Palace next week. So keep an eye out for that. And then let me just go back to the women's squad. Their fixtures. They still haven't updated the League Cup, which I'm surprised with. Because when I was looking at the schedule here. Yeah, and it's going to be, actually I can kind of do a double header on the 15th as well, because we have Villa at 10 a.m. and then we have the League Cup going on around 12 o'clock. So yes, that 15th will be a double header of live as well. But yes, Sunday, unfortunately, may not be looking like I'm going to be doing an episode of the live show. So I am going to try and do another test run this weekend. I may do. I'm definitely doing another run. I'm going to go for it. But it's always just trying to make sure that I'm able to see how everything's going, how everything's sounding, and all that stuff. But yeah, so I do apologize for those that were looking forward to it, but unfortunately, Sunday it doesn't look like it's going to be working out. But today's episode is about the men's squad. The men are back. They're playing on Monday against Everton. We know how the last time it went. We know it was a different manager the last time it went. So we are here for that. I am excited to have the men's squad back. Listen, it's more episodes to do for the podcast, but it is good to have them back for it. And listen, we're out of stepping stones. We know the success of Michael Carrick turning it over from when Darren Fletcher was here. We didn't get a manager bounce with Fletcher from Amorim, but we have something different here. So we're at a stepping stone. They've won 4 in a row. They drew against West Ham. And obviously the time off, there was no FA Cup due to them losing to Brighton. So we're at that crossroads of, well, how is everything going to work out? Are we going to see them perform the same way that we've seen them perform in the past against other that they have been so far? Listen, you're going to look at it similar to almost like West Ham. You're expecting the same thing, but the players who've had time off, and Like the worst thing was they were given time to go away on vacation. Like we have a game on Monday. Training should be there. They haven't really focused. So this is kind of it's hard to say how it's going to look on Monday. Listen, this could end up in a draw. I'm always going for the win, like I always say. But this could end up like a draw because again, they haven't been playing much. Like their last game was. Sorry, I'm just getting everything here for a second. Let's go back. Their last game was February the 10th. And they're playing on the 13th. So basically 2 weeks. 14 days. Like if you're looking at it here, basically 14 days. From 14 days from when they last played. Everton, I'm just pulling up what they've done when their last game was. So just give me a moment here. Everton's actually in the same boat. Yeah, Everton's in the same boat. So they're both going to be fresh, but are they going to be game ready fresh? It's hard to say how this game is going to be. One, United is on the road. So we have that challenge there. We need to make sure that we're better. We have to play way better than we did the last time. You can talk about tactics all you want. That was on the players that lost. You had opportunities. It wasn't about back five or whatever. Please remember. Like, Amarim's gone, by the way, guys. Like, I like how many Twitters and everything are posting stuff. Well, like, Amarim is living rent-free in many fan bases' head because they're still talking about him. They are. And so on and so forth. But, again, that game was horrible. And that was to me, that's on the players. The players had opportunities to win that game the last time that they played. They had the opportunities there. They weren't scoring. They weren't doing what was there, so on and so forth. But we have a lot of work. Again, like we have a lot of work to do because they really earned this time off with that one game a week where they failed in 2 cup competitions horribly. It wasn't the manager. It was the 2 cup competitions. The players didn't show up. The players did not show up when we needed them. And we've seen that struggling actually, like when you need the players to step up and do what the manager wants you to do, they fail to execute it. They do. Like it's tough. And I don't want to hear the spin of how Carrick's doing this, and this. Carrick is just playing to the players because he knows that he may not be here in 6 months or 3 months or 4 months. He may not be here next season, ladies and gentlemen. There's that right there. We don't know if he's going to be here. So obviously he's going to do things differently as short term. Just give what the players want and boom, there you go. It's great. Yeah, great. Cool. You've done this, but this is the test here. This is it. This is how do I always say this? Oh my God, I forget the term that I've used. Trap game. This is a trap game for them. This is a mental fixture ready to go, ready to play trap game. And these players who have had time off, going on vacation, doing stuff, are in a situation where they're going to be challenged. And they're going to, and like, again, I'm going for the win. I always go for the win. I'm not saying this is going to be an easy win because A, we struggled with them the last time. B, we lost. C, we're on the road. Like, this is the opportunity to bounce back after that terrible draw and see how it goes. Like, we really need them to step up. But again, it's just I just want the players to show up when it needs to be there. Not let them get in. Not have to chase points from coming back down. Not letting them come through the middle. Control the ball. Move the ball. Take those shots when given to them. We can't let we can't get beat. It's there. I am concerned for this game going on to Monday. I really am. I'm sure everyone's going to say this is going to be a cakewalk because of what's carrying on, but this is a trap game and it is a concern. For me, it is a concern because I feel like the players with this much time off. Again, I know Everton's going to have the same thing, but Everton's at home. Everton is obviously the underdog in this situation because we know everyone that Man United is going to go through. But this is going to be a challenge. And I'm not trying to sound negative, but I'm just saying here, going into this game with the hype that everyone is doing, this can seem like we can lose a step. We're dropping points. We have Liverpool and Chelsea that are playing before us. We're playing on Monday, but we have those teams playing ready to go on Monday. So the question is, are those players going to be ready? Are we going to see how everything's going? Are they going to show up? How is the formation going to be for Carrick? How are they going to look to attack? How eager are they going to be defending? Or are they going to be able to close it out, move the ball through? The physicality of everything. That's what we're looking at here. So, but yeah, they have a challenge on Monday. And I'm not going into this game thinking we're winning 5-0. No, I don't think we're doing that. I don't think that we are going to do that. So, lineups, or my predicted lineup, sorry. Mostly the same as previously. The one difference is who's up front. I'm having Sesko up front. Cunha, I'm putting on the bench. Keep Ahmad, keep Mbuemo there. But let's go back to the back four. Obviously, Lemens and net. Dalot, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw as your back four. Casemiro, Menu, Ahmad, Fernandes, Ahmad, Fernandes, Mbuemo, and Sesko. Listen, I think Sesko, who has been scoring as of late, who has been great, has to be there. You still go with the same back four because obviously they've done well, especially when you look at the last 5 games. Same with the midfield. It's just everyone needs to step up. Everyone needs to be on their game. There's going to be pressure there. There is. The question is, like, if they do drop this game, how do they react from it? That's the one thing. And if we come out with this with another draw, it's not really looking good. Like, because again, everyone's hyping about Champions League. But again, you're in a fight. And I had this conversation about the women's squad too when they're close because they're battling with Arsenal and Chelsea for those final 2 champions, or they are battling with them for Champions League spots. But so are we. It's great that we're 4 points. Like it's nice that we have some wiggle room for some. But when you really look at the table here, like when I say some, I mean those below Liverpool, like Chelsea, all of them. But we're still in a moment here. Like Brentford is playing well. We're only 5 points up on them. Liverpool, we're only 3. Like we're lucky that we have the goal difference if we were to drop and they were to win. Chelsea, 1 point back of us, and they have point difference if we both drew, or if we lost and they drew. They will go ahead of us in 4th. We would like to catch up with Aston Villa. If Aston Villa, like I say, when you're going through this, you always need help from the other teams to lose. You hope that Leeds takes one away from Aston Villa. Let's take a look at Chelsea. Chelsea's playing Burnley this weekend, and Liverpool's got Nottingham Forest. Brentford's got Brighton. So, and the one thing too is if Everton takes one from us, they are kind of creeping up in there too as well. So we wouldn't be that many points ahead of them. So when you're looking at it here, it's tough. And this game is important. Every game is important because we have no other games to play in. We don't we have, like, realistically, we don't have anything to really be there to help. And these players need to show up. And again, like, it's great that we've been winning, but like, again, we needed a red card to beat Tottenham. We always show up against the top 6 teams. Listen, we always play down to the teams that we face. Yeah. We beat City and Arsenal, great, but again, Fulham, Tottenham were struggles. West Ham, you saw it there, and this is now another test. This is another trap game. This is a place where we're potentially could be dropping points when we need points, when we need wins. Like the pressure on these players are there. This game is important for standings and everything. Like we need to make sure that we are able to get things going. And listen, everyone needs to step up. Ahmad needs to bounce back from the last game. Kobe, Cass, like all of them need to step up from last game. We still struggle against Tottenham. We struggled against Fulham. We just got lucky that there were breaks. And you know what? The good thing is, like I do like having Sesko start there because again, Sesko, the reach, like the height that he has for headers, the movement of the ball, the way he can hold up play, I think will be beneficial when facing these guys. Listen, they're going to face a tough back four from Everton. We know what they're going to be facing against. So it's a matter of who's healthy, ready to go. But Tarkowski, Branthwaite, like I think when they're handling the middle the last time, they were struggling. Let me go to the last game here. Lost 1-0. The lineups that day. Yeah, Xerxes was starting at striker. Yeah, because Sesko was out due to injury because I think he was just coming back from his knee injury that he sustained. So Sesko didn't play. We had Xerxes there who got pushed around. He didn't do I don't care about the tactics, but look at what we had there, and they struggled. United, they struggled. They couldn't move the ball. They had problems. Grealish played very well in this game. He did. But like there were challenges there. Actually, Grealish isn't playing in this game. O'Brien's not playing. So that's the one thing that's different. We're not going to have De Ligt, Mount, or Dorgu. Dorgu's out for a bit. Same with De Ligt. De Ligt is expected to be, De Ligt and Dorgu both expected to be back around the same time. Mount, we don't know yet. But yeah, we're gonna have our challenges here, but we have to control the middle. We have to move the ball. We have to be able to hold up to it. Yes, counters are great, but we're going to be facing a team that's going to defend well against us. They're going to be defending to the point where we have struggled against that type of style of defense. So we know what's going to happen. We know that these players need to step up. But what we want is these players to step up. So, but yeah, once again, my lineup for the game, just go through it one more time. Lamens, Dillo, Maguire, Martinez, Shaw, Casemiro, Menu, Ahmad, Bruno, and Mbuemo, and Sesko. I think Sesko's just due to play in that, and I think nothing against Cunha. Him coming off the bench has been great. You can have Cunha or you can have Ahmad coming off the bench, but I think Sesko needs to get that opportunity to get those opportunities just to score. Like he's been great. He's having a good season, Sesko. He's been good as of late. That's how I should say it as. He's been good as of late. And listen, he's been getting those goals. We lose West Ham without him. Let me just look at here. Let me just pull up Sesko. Sesko. Where are we right now? 6 goals. So yeah, we lose without him for West Ham. We tie Fulham without him. Brighton, we draw against Brighton without him. We draw against Brighton. We struggle against. Well, that was FA Cup, But yeah, those 1, 2, 3, 4 goals in the last couple of games for Premier League. So that's you can say 5 goals in the last. He's had 5 goals from January 7th on, a total of 5 goals. So, but he's played 21 matches, scored 6, 1 assist. There's a lot of stuff that he needs to do. So wait, 2, 1, 2, yeah. Because he scored 4 and then he's had the 2 the other games. But yes, everyone has their challenge. That's to say the least. He has his challenge going through with this defense. So, okay. So in the end, let's look at this. Listen, I'm going for the win. I believe they can win, but it does have the sense of a trap game. There is going to be their struggles. There is going to be their fight, but they have to come back with a win. That's the most important thing as well. So I'm going to leave it there. I will be back later tomorrow with my preview for the women's game against the FA Cup against Chelsea. As mentioned earlier, there might be an issue of me not doing there's something that's come up where I may not be doing the post or the follow up, not the follow up, the watch along. So I do apologize for that, but I am going to be aiming for November 1st. No, not November 1st. March 1st for the men, March 15th for the women's game for the League Cup final, which I'm looking forward to as well. It's kind of going to be a double live view event that day, but I am looking forward to it. So, so again, I will leave it there. I will be back tomorrow, Sunday after the match as well, and then Monday as well, because that's the game for Everton. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the matches on Sunday as well and on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whether it's YouTube, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify, and as well as social media, Instagram, TikTok, or X. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Podcast. Glory, glory, Man United.